When the universe decides it's time to move, not even the mountains can resist. And Taurus, your time has come. Have you felt the quiet urge to leave without knowing why? The sense that everything familiar is suddenly too small for your spirit? That what once felt like home now feels like a cage made of comfort? Baba Vanga once whispered that the children of Earth would face their greatest awakening through a farewell. And for you, Taurus, October opens that portal. This isn't about loss, it's about return. A coded journey your soul planned long before this lifetime. Something or someone is waiting where you're afraid to go. And by the time you finish hearing this message, you'll understand why the universe is asking you to pack your bags, not to escape, but to arrive. There comes a moment when even the strongest heart must whisper, "It's time." You, Taurus, who have built worlds with your patience and held love with the hands of a builder, are being called to release what no longer breathes with you. The cards have spoken in unison, the Eight of Cups, the Tower, and the Star. A trinity that doesn't ask for understanding, it demands surrender. The Eight of Cups walks first, barefoot, across the soil of memory. It carries no resentment, only truth. It says, you stayed until the roots began to drink dust. And maybe you did. Maybe you gave more than you had, waiting for life to soften again. But now destiny bends its voice close to your ear. Walk. Because every step you take away from what drains you is a prayer your future self already answered. Then comes the Tower, the lightning bolt no Taurus ever asks for. It shakes the walls of what you thought was permanent, the job that defined you, the home that trapped your comfort, the relationship where silence became language. It doesn't destroy to punish. It breaks what has finished its sacred purpose. Do you remember the last time you felt alive without explanation? That wasn't a coincidence. It was a memory from your next chapter calling you home. And when the dust settles, the star appears, not as reward, but as resurrection. It doesn't fix what collapsed. It lights what's been reborn. You will cry, yes. Every farewell deserves salt. But beneath those tears, something ancient stirs. A version of you that remembers the road ahead, as if your feet had walked it in another life. Taurus, this isn't the end of a journey. It's the departure from the version of yourself that thought survival was the same as peace. The universe isn't asking you to abandon anything that's true. It's asking you to stop protecting what's false. Because the truth is this, you were never meant to stay where the music stopped. And though leaving feels like breaking, the breaking is the door. Write this in the comments and speak it aloud with conviction. I release what no longer holds life, and I walk toward the destiny my soul already chose. Say it slowly. Feel the air shift around you, because the moment those words leave your lips, the portal opens, and what once resisted you will begin to move aside. If this message resonated in your heart, leave your hype below. Like, share and subscribe, or even join as a channel member, because every act of energy exchange strengthens this light, helps this space grow, and spreads the message to other souls who need it. Your hype is not noise, it's vibration, and when you share it, the universe amplifies your path. Taurus, you can feel it, can't you? That subtle trembling in the air. That invisible shift under your feet. What used to hold you steady now feels uncertain, and the things you once trusted begin to sound like echoes of another life. Do not mistake this movement for chaos. This is alignment wearing the mask of confusion. When your vibration rises, everything built on your old frequency begins to collapse. The job that once felt safe suddenly feels suffocating. The friend whose presence once comforted you now speaks a language your soul no longer understands. And even your own reflection in the mirror seems to be asking, are we still the same? No, Taurus, you're not, because the universe has started rewriting your script in real time. Baba Vanga foresaw a wave of awakenings that would come through the house of earth. She said the signs would begin not with thunder, but with silence. And now, in your silence, your real calling is beginning to speak. You may notice strange timing. You think of someone, and they call. A name appears 3 times in one day, an old song plays, and the lyrics feel written for you. These are not coincidences. They are spiritual breadcrumbs leading you toward your next destination. But here lies the test. To follow them, you must let go of logic. You must trust that the invisible world, the one your soul remembers, knows the map better than your mind. There's an image I see as I write for you. A suitcase by the door, not a real one, an energetic one. Inside it are your lessons, not your possessions. Patience, loyalty, forgiveness, and the art of staying too long. You have mastered them all. Now the divine asks you to pack lightly, because the next chapter requires agility of spirit. If you try to bring everything, you'll drown in the weight of memory. But if you carry only what's true, the path will open like a door made of light. Taurus, you are not leaving to escape. You are leaving because your soul has finished its apprenticeship in this version of reality. You are graduating, and graduation always feels like loss, because you can't take the classroom with you. You can only carry what you've learned. Ask yourself now, what are you still protecting that no longer protects you? Who are you still saving when it's your own spirit asking to be rescued? And why are you still waiting for permission to begin again when the universe already stamped your passport to destiny? These questions will echo for the rest of the month. They will appear through symbols, dreams, and encounters that seem random but aren't. Some will arrive as challenges, others as divine coincidences. Every one of them will whisper the same sentence: it's time to go. Do not resist the pull. The places that are closing before you are not punishment. They are protection. You are being redirected, not rejected. The doors that stay shut are saving you from the versions of yourself that would have stayed small just to feel safe. You might feel a deep nostalgia in the coming days. Flashes of the past, waves of melancholy. That's the emotional residue of the old life dissolving. Let it wash over you. Cry if you must, because every tear you shed now becomes water that nourishes your next beginning. And when you're ready to move, the universe will meet you halfway. Synchronicities will multiply. Opportunities will appear exactly when you stop chasing them. And the people meant for your next chapter will recognize your energy before you even speak. So yes, it's sad. Yes, you'll have to say goodbye to places, to people, to habits that once defined you. But remember this truth: you're not losing anything. You're shedding what's already complete. There comes a dawn after every goodbye when the silence feels too wide. You wake, Taurus, and for a brief moment, you forget where you are, between the world you left and the one still forming. It feels like floating between breaths, like walking across an invisible bridge that only appears with each step you dare to take. Do not fear this emptiness. It is not punishment. It is the recalibration of your soul's gravity. Every thread that tied you to the old timeline has been gently unspooled. You are lighter now, though it might feel like loss. But loss, in truth, is the language the universe uses to prepare you for arrival. Vanga once said that after the storm of change, the children of Earth will see through the eyes of their ancestors. And now, Taurus, ancestral eyes are opening through you. Their strength hums inside your ribs like a drumbeat guiding your next step. What you call loneliness is really guidance. What you call confusion is divine recalibration. Your energy field is shifting. Notice the signs. You crave silence more than conversation. You feel pulled to nature, to water, to sky. You begin to remember dreams from childhood. These are not accidents, they are activations. Because when a Taurus soul crosses the bridge of departure, it doesn't wander, it awakens. The universe begins to send protectors, both seen and unseen. You may sense a presence in your dreams, not a ghost, but a guardian frequency. You might feel drawn to someone new, whose eyes carry familiarity you can't explain. These are your allies, spirits and humans alike, responding to the call your higher self just made. There will also be a mirror moment, an encounter that shakes you to your core. Perhaps a person who mirrors your old self, tired, still clinging, still afraid. And in that reflection, you'll recognize the distance you've traveled. You will realize that your healing is not a straight road but a spiral, and you're already on the upward turn. The cards that now govern this stage are the Hermit, the Temperance, and the Sun. The Hermit does not isolate you. He protects your rebirth. He carries a lantern lit by the wisdom of everything you endured. He asks you to pause before you rebuild, to choose with intention, not with urgency. Temperance arrives next, weaving the gold of patience into the chaos of change. It tells you that healing isn't the absence of pain, it's the art of balance. One day you'll grieve what's gone. The next you'll laugh at how light you feel. Both are sacred, both are real. And then, the Sun. Its warmth is gentle, but its truth is absolute. It doesn't return what you lost. It reveals that you never truly lost yourself. All along, beneath the rubble of endings, your essence was waiting for you to look back with love instead of regret. This is your awakening, Taurus, to stand in the light of who you are without needing to apologize for having changed. Look around. The world hasn't shrunk, your vision has expanded. And when you feel the next gust of uncertainty, remember, it isn't trying to push you away, it's trying to lift you higher. There are moments when the veil between what is and what was meant to be becomes so thin you can feel it breathe. This is that moment, Taurus. Everything that has fallen away was never punishment. It was prophecy fulfilling itself in silence. In the secret language of the stars, Baba Vanga spoke of the earthborn who must lose their roots to find their wings. That line was for you, because you were never meant to stay still. You were meant to evolve through movement, to turn endings into beginnings, to become the embodiment of divine renewal. The energy that surrounds you now feels electric, not harsh, but charged, alive. When you wake in the night and feel that sudden pulse in your chest, it is not anxiety, it is the frequency of return. The universe recalibrating your path, preparing the final alignment that turns departure into destiny. Here's what's unfolding. In the higher currents of your timeline, 3 symbols have ignited: the bridge, the key, and the door of gold. The bridge connects your past to your purpose. You'll soon realize that something you thought was wasted, an experience, a relationship, a failure, was actually the foundation of what's coming. Every delay was architecture. Every heartbreak was initiation. What once felt meaningless now becomes the thread that ties your new path together. The key arrives through a message, a dream, or a person. It won't look miraculous at first. It may even appear ordinary, but pay attention to what repeats, what glows faintly in your awareness. That's the universe saying, this is your next door. Open it. It might come as an opportunity, a conversation, a sudden insight, or a reunion with someone whose presence reactivates your courage. And then, the door of gold, the symbol of divine completion. It does not open for effort, it opens for truth. Only when you release the remnants of resistance will this door swing wide. And beyond it lies something the old you could not have held. A purpose that isn't about survival, but about contribution. About shining your steady Taurus light into the lives of others. You are becoming the anchor for those still lost in their storms. You are the calm after chaos, the ground after the quake. Baba Vanga foresaw this, that Taurus would be the keepers of peace after the breaking. She saw that your strength, once used to hold together false structures, would one day rebuild something sacred, something real. And now, that prophecy ripens. Soon you will notice that people begin to gravitate toward you for guidance. They will sense your transformation before you speak of it. They will ask how you survived, how you knew when to leave, how you found light in the ruins. Your answer will not be words, it will be your presence. Because Taurus, your frequency has changed. You are no longer a student of endings, you are the teacher of beginnings. This is the divine irony. The journey that began with a painful goodbye becomes the testimony that leads others home. The angels around you are aligning the final pieces of this shift. There will be 3 signs to confirm it. The same number appearing 3 days in a row. A message from someone you haven't heard from in years. A vivid dream that feels more real than waking life. When all three occur, you will know the prophecy has activated completely. Your past will no longer pull you backward. Your path will no longer resist your steps. Everything you endured was the initiation. Everything coming now is the reason. Taurus, look around you. Can you feel how still the air has become? Not empty, sacred. This silence is not the absence of sound. It is the hum of a universe that has finally realigned with your pulse. You have crossed the bridge. You have left behind the version of yourself that thought endings were failures. And now the world is rearranging itself to fit your truth. There's a light building behind your eyes. It's not external, it's memory. The memory of why you came here. To build beauty from the ashes, to bring peace where there was noise, to hold love steady enough for others to remember what safety feels like. Your destiny is not something waiting ahead, it's unfolding through you. Every act of courage, every moment you chose integrity over convenience, every time you walked away with grace instead of bitterness, that was you shaping the divine architecture of your new reality. Baba Vanga's voice echoes faintly through this energy. The soul that walks away in truth never truly leaves. It returns in light. You are that light now, and soon life will mirror it back to you. New opportunities will not require effort. They will recognize you. Love will not need to be chased. It will find you in resonance. What belongs to you cannot be delayed any longer because you have finally become the frequency that can receive it. In the coming weeks, you will notice a single repeating phrase in your thoughts. Something like, "It's time," or "I'm ready." Do not ignore it. It is the echo of your soul confirming the prophecy. It is the signal that the universe has heard your surrender. From this moment on, nothing in your life will feel random. Even the smallest detail, a chance meeting, a song on the radio, a breeze that touches your face, will carry meaning because the awakened heart sees patterns where the blind once saw coincidence. And now, Taurus, your journey has come full circle. The traveler who left with tears returns with wisdom. The soul that said goodbye now whispers hello to a life waiting to be lived with purpose. So when you look back, do it not with sorrow, but with reverence. You did not lose anything. You returned to yourself. And that, beloved Taurus, is the highest form of victory. If this message found your soul, anchor it now. Write this decree in the comments, speak it aloud with intention, and let the universe witness your alignment. I have returned to myself. I walk in light, guided by the destiny my soul already chose. Breathe as you say it. Let the words vibrate through your chest like a promise remembered. Because the moment you do, the energy completes its circuit, the prophecy closes, and your new life begins. And if these words resonated deep within you, Taurus, leave your hype on this video. Like, share, subscribe. And if your heart feels called, become a member of this channel. Each act of energy exchange strengthens this current, helps this sanctuary of light grow, and carries this message to other souls still searching for their own return. Your hype is not noise. It's frequency, and every time you send it, the universe echoes back. Yes, Taurus, you made it.